a heartily, very good afternoon. Welcome to all you idiots sitting here on a Sunday with me to watch some absolutely fantastic Porsche Cup One Make series brought to you by Logistical Nightmare Racing and, of course, which is sanctioned by Motorsport South Africa. Alright, gents, that's me done. I don't want to say anything more than me. It seems like you will be stuck with me, Paul the Wall Fenter, for today. Steven's made excuses, Tristan's made excuses, and I sadly couldn't find an excuse to not make it. So, yeah, you will be stuck with my lovely voice. Welcome, Ruan. You back? Let's go, boys. Yeah, I don't know how I will monologue this whole thing for, an hour and a bit, but we'll try and do it justice, because apparently there should be absolutely fantastic racing and chaos aplenty. Hopefully good chaos and not terrible chaos and crazy chaos where everyone just wants to die. We are at Imola, so I'm quite excited to be here. So of course, even my daughter's getting excited here. So yeah, we are round one. Had to just push her mute button there for a second. Right, so round one was at Laguna Seca. Round two, we are at the absolutely fantastic Imola. It's a circuit near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love the circuit, so I guess that's what's on the calendar. And it is round two of the Porsche Cup Championship. We will then, of course, after that, go to round three, which is at Bathurst. Then we'll go to Nürburgring, and we will finish off at the Great Kyalami. I mean, let's all be as excited as my daughter is to be seeing what a great calendar this is. But yeah, I think let's focus. Round two, Imola. We are here. It is going to be fantastic. It's, in my mind, probably one of the best circuits to race at. I absolutely love the flow, the bouncing of the curbs. Turn one, turn two, that first chicane. I mean, if you get that right, you're absolutely smiling when you're heading down there. Little back straight, and then going into that very quick and sweeping second chicane, which then leads into I just have a child that threw herself with a phone. The excitement took over. She hit the wall, metaphorically. All right, Imola, this is the way. You see, absolute chaos on a Sunday afternoon. This is how we start a race. So yeah, as I was saying, the hairpin, to me, that is probably where the majority of the outbreaking maneuvers will take place. If it does not, I will be a very, very sad all the wall. Absolutely will be sad. But then again, then you've got the fantastic third chicane that will be coming up. I mean, there's always chaos there. I cannot wait to see what these guys do in these Porsches around here, because aids for racing these cars is something that is of a myth. So it is going to be just fantastic. I cannot absolutely wait. And we're saddled with some sprint races here, so it is going to be fantastic to watch. And yeah, I mean, what more can we say? It's Imola. I mean, that just sets the tone, sets the mood, and that's all you need. You do not need anything more than that for what is going to be a fantastic race. I mean, we're starting at 5 o'clock in the morning for race one, and then race two will be at 6 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully the boys have had some coffee. So round two is a bit of a different format compared to what round one was. So race one will be a 25-minute sprint race. Race two will be a 20-minute sprint race. The boys will not be required to do any pit stops unless they crash. So hopefully they don't do any of the crashing or drive-throughs, because the last time some of these boys raced here, I think one of the guys collected 4 drive-throughs in one race. So let's try and see if we can avoid that. Then, of course, this whole event is brought to us all by the great guys from Genesis Extreme Broadcasting. Got to say thanks to them for putting all of this lovely looking stuff together, and they'll be behind the scenes making me look good while I talk smack, bore you with my absolutely just crescent of a voice. And then, of course, to Simulator K for the prize prizes that they have given for this championship, which again, you can win a rig, which is to the value of 16,000 Rand. Yes, you will go into a draw. So the more you race, the better you do, the more chances or the more opportunities you will have to be able to have your name in the draw to win this. I am super excited to give away this. Africa Cup, we gave away some of the haptics. So yeah, I think let's look after round one, the points. Let's see here. So our top 10, we have Brandon Kruger on 50 points. We have Johan, aka Bago Grobler, on 47. Then we've got Jude Nouvel, 43. Mr. Claudio Rodriguez on 40. Then we've got Daniel Buta, 38. Mr. Farmer, 36. Johan Blichnout on 34. Terence Drive-Through Ferreira. Yes, he is the guy that got like 3 drive-throughs at this track. So Terence is P8th on 32 points. And then 9th is Hannes van der Sant on 30. And then Theo Govender Sammy on 28 points. So I am super excited to see how these boys pan out, because that was quite a tight grid, besides for Mr. Kruger that decided to just romp away at round one. Rowan, I see you saying let's get to quali. Yeah, man, we'll get there shortly, I believe. As you see, as we say that, here we go. Quali, of course, is in the night. The boys have got some lights going on the front there. And if we have a look, we have got Brandon Kruger, who is on pole position with a 43.9. You've got Mordre, which is 0.1 behind him again. Mordre right there with Bago on P2. Then we got Blichnout, P3. Then Bago needs to shift the gear there. He's in P4 with Wayne Ferreira. And P5, we're on board with Blichnout, who went absolutely four-wheel drifting with a rear-wheel drifting car. That is insane. We've got Wayne that's in P5, that's only 0.8 off. I mean, that's actually not bad for Wayne. This is his first, like, absolutely serious championship that he's taking on. So it'll be keen to see how Wayne does here. Then you've got Daniel Buerta, P6, Terence in P7, Hannes, then Henry, then Ulrich, the Hammer, De Jager, and P10. Farmer, I don't think that is probably a time respective of his flying lap, because he's 2.2 seconds off the pace. Something must be cooking there. He needs third gear or a fourth gear to get that going. So we've got about 30 seconds left, so everyone's probably going to get their one and final flying lap here. We're on board with Bago, who jumps into P1, which by half a second. Oh my word. Brandon's coming to the line. Does he improve? And Brandon stays in P2. He is 0.3 off of Bago's time. And then you got Mordre in P3, that is still P6 off, and then Blichnout in P4, that is 0.9 off. So slight adjustments. Waiting to see. Jude's not going to. I was hoping Jude was going to put in a stellar of a lap there to be able to take it on, but seemingly Jude did not complete that lap. Then so guys not going to be improving as Van der Sant, Platt, De Jager, Bird, Steyn, Van der Heever, and then Bezuidenhout. They are all back in the pits. We've got Versace and Gutierrez that are still out on laps. Seems like Bago, Kruger is still going. Mordre's jumped back to the pits. So let's see between these two boys who is able to put down a final lap here. Farmer's jumped to P6, which there looks a lot more respectable. 1.5 seconds off the pace as Brandon bounces through the chicane there, heading his way. Here comes Daniel to the line for Pace Motorsport. And what does Daniel do? Does he improve? Let's have a look. Daniel. Brandon invalidated his lap there, unfortunately, but Daniel jumps to P5. Great lap there from Daniel. Let's see who's still going here. So Brewers has crossed the line. He is in 12th. Terence finishes the lap in P8. I think that's quite a nice lap there for Terence. So yeah, how's it, Hannes? Welcome to the stream. You should be focusing on the race, not on what's happening you should be focused on the track, not on the stream. Brandon's too good without TC. He drove the Aston. He drove a 0 TC. Yeah, look, there's some of these guys. They just, I don't know. We do not have the skill that some of these guys have. Yet we try and race with them. So yeah, no TC is always something to be astonished by. But yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting 25-minute sprint as we head to the grid here. So we've got Bago on pole position. We have got Brandon Kruger in P2. Then we've got Mordre in his Panda-esque cup car with Blichnout behind him in P4. That is going to be a very interesting first two rows of the grid. Then we've got Daniel in P5. I'm quite surprised by his lap, but not as much as Wayne Ferreira in P6. I think Wayne's going to get drunk just for finishing P6 tonight. I would, if I was him, I would be celebrating that one. Then we've got Farmer in P7, and that Griffith car looks absolutely freaking awesome. And then you've got Terence in the second of the Ferraras here in P8. Then you've got Hannes in his cup car, flashing his lights there as he's about to start the car. Then we've got Mr. Henry Platt in P10, another ominous gaming driver there. Then we've got Ulrich the Hammer de Jager in his awesome looking Griffith cup car. Then we've got Mr. Brewers in P12. And then we've got, as far as I know, his teammate, Mr. Baird, which is in 13th. Then we've got Roland Stein in P14. And we're bringing it through to Rob van der Heever, P15, and Bezuidenhout, Gutierrez, Nuval, and Versace bringing up the rear. So let's see how these guys fare, as it is a short formation lap. So let's see how they fare as we prepare to go doubling up here, and then see how these 19 Porsche Cup drivers take on the next 25 minutes. I think the top four is probably where it's going to be a bit of a breakaway, and then you're going to have the second little group of 4 to 5 cars. So let's see if we can all get through. So as they are preparing to come through to the grid, and then of course we've got Jude, who was a top 5 finisher last round, starting from the back. So that's going to be quite interesting to see. So busy getting ready. I'm getting excited. I'm trying to not sound too excited because I might just run away and try and join the race. So yeah, my money today, I'm going with Mordre Class, as he unluckily got taken out at Laguna Seca. So let's see what he brings to round 2 here at Imola, as the boys are already starting to get ready to squeeze each other as we go green. And it does look like Mordre somehow got the jump on Brandon. No drive-through, so that was legal, but Mordre, there's a bit of a touch. We've got Klaaser, that is one of the Pandacities that have fallen to third there. So who's jumped to the lead? Is that Bago? Bago's jumped into P1. Oh my word, Bago P1, someone's lights is not on as the marshal is waving his flag frantically. Everyone made it through the first chicane. We're heading up to the hairpin, which I said this would be an opportune spot for overtaking and dive bombing. Let's see them come through here. We've got Bago, then Kruger, then Klaas, and then Blichnout. We've got Farmer, I think, did a great start there. We've got Witter, then Ferrara, and then Terence. So Wayne's dropped a bit. Then you've got Hannes making a move already there on Terence, putting it in. And then you've got Henry Platt just behind him. Oh, they're going side by side. Terence being pushed a little bit wide. Terence got the inside line though. If he holds that, he will keep that line. Henry is sizing them up to have a look. And then who's behind Henry? Brewers is having a look. Henry gets a fantastic drive out of that chicane out of there, and he's coming up. What are they doing? No, the boys are going line astern, like, no, we're not going to risk a too wide into the chicane here. Well, I say that, and Jude just sticks it up the inside. Jude's gone from 18th and he's already up to 15th. So the LNR boys on fire there and coming with the race. Hannes is already having a look at Terence again, as he is wanting to pounce and get past Terence. Terence's brother, Wayne, who's only been sim racing for a couple of months now, must be smiling because he's driving away from them. Bago's still in the lead. If I have a quick glance up at the leaderboard, Bago in P1, Kruger second behind, Klaassen half a second behind, and then you've got Lichnout holding station there in P4 with a slight gap through to Farmer with Buerta behind him, and then Wayne. So as I predicted, seems like the front four is going to pull away a little bit, and then you're going to have the next four, and then you'll probably have a bit of a gap, and then it's going to be that following group. So we're going to have a bit of groups of about 4 or 5 drivers at a time. Whoa, Stan. Oh, Stan. That's not a great rejoin there, Stan. Oi. There's a few cars that were involved in that. So it seems there's a few cars that were involved in that collision over there. So someone's going to the pit, and Jude does a dive into the hairpin. Well done. I can have a shot of Cactus Jack for that one, as I predicted someone will be doing that. And then, who is that? Is that Gutierrez trying to use the grass to get past Jude? Jude's driving very aggressively. So he's up to 14th. This is... Hey, here we go. Time for some replays. Let's see what happened there. Oh, lap 1. Boys just frantically outbrake themselves. Luckily, some of them missed it there. It looks like Jude was also involved there. So the boys all missed that. And then the region not being so great. So Jude's up to P12 already. He's taking another 2 positions while we are busy looking at replays. Oh, no. Roland's had a spin-off. He's been duffed up. He's getting back on track safely. That's quite good to see. Let's see what's happening. Back to P10. We got Platt still fighting with Hannes. Terence seems to have found his optimum line, because he's pulled away from Hannes here. So Hannes has now got Platt fighting there with him for that P10 position. And if Platt is anything to say and wanting to challenge with the boys in the top 10, he's going to need to make some moves and get past Hannes over here. Knowing Hannes from previous racing against him on the console days, wow, Modre showing us just why he has got the talent and why he races for Pandacity, because there's nothing like a wagging panda shaking its tail. Come on, Modre, keep it together. Get onto the rear of that Omia's Gaming Cup car in P2. Seems like the boys are keeping quite steady here. They have got Blichnout that's just keeping pace with them, should I say. He's just keeping a view on them. But as in round 1, we've got the... Rob got hosepiped. Everyone, Rob absolutely got hosepiped. Luckily, there is 2 races, so... Whoa! Who's that? Wayne's braked because I think he got a fright of his life, because Daniel decided to make a wide, very, very wide turn going through there. So Terence has passed Wayne. I think that's some brotherly team orders over there. I think he got multi-21 given there, and Terence got gifted P7 there. So Terence can fight on with Daniel. So yeah, as I was saying, boys, I think the top 3 is just going to break away as they did in the first round. And those boys, because there's no tire saving, nothing needed, they are going to be fighting ruthlessly. We have got an excessive battle here of what's his P16, P17, P18. Who is that P16? So Rob has got the hosepipe sticking out of his rear there. I think he's licking his wounds, but he's carrying on fighting. And Roland Stein and Bezadenote going side by side through that corner. The boys are definitely rubbing some paint here. This is absolutely fantastic to see. The boys are, as we said, because it's a sprint race, the arms will be out, the aggressive nature will be going. And here we go, replay of what happened. Who delivers those? But Bezadenote runs. Whoa! This was his unlucky. Oh. Okay, that was more just unlucky as he was. Oh, never mind. There he delivers the hose pipe. Oh my word. Poor Stan. Stan, you are not the man at the moment. Alright, Terence is putting it down. Farmer might not have enough fuel. Oh no, Ruan. Did Griffith run out of budget? And were they not able to put in enough fuel for Farmer to race in 2 races today? That is not what we'd like to hear. Hopefully he can fuel save if possible to make it to the end. We're on board with Terence as he is hunting down Danny Buerta. Terence's brother is playing shotgun, but he's dropped 2 seconds off. Whoa, Bago made a mistake. Bago's off track. Bago's dropped it. He's dropping to 3rd. Brandon says thank you very much and takes the lead. Now Mordre has to He's gotten past Bago as well, so now Mordred really needs to up the ante here because they cannot allow Brandon to have clear track, because last time Brandon had clear track, he just absolutely annihilated the field and ran away and won the race by, I think it was 17, 18 seconds. So let's hope that is not going to be the case here today. So Bago needs to refocus, and I don't want... Ooh, here we go. Let's see the replay from Bago. Will he be required to have his... Oh, bounces the curb. Oh, just unlucky with a... Oh, my word. Yeah, that cup car was trying to throw him. Oh, yo, that's unquestionable. Blocking going on there. How's it, Dylan? Welcome. Budget for GSR is linked to the damage fixed on Wednesday. Oh boy. Yep, but this is a different car, Dylan. There must be more budget to fix these cars. They were still looking like new after round one, man. Yeah, Bago definitely got the not the great end of the stick there. Oi, he's now in third, so hopefully they've got... I see Klaassen is 1.2 seconds off of Kruger, so he's hopefully, with 17 seconds to go, he can get it together and get closer to Kruger. So Kruger first, Klaassen's, Bago. Blichnout is 3 seconds behind them, so he's absolutely just fallen off. He's not able to run the same pace as what these boys are running at the front. Then you've got Farmer and Buerta, then you've got Terrence, and then Wayne, and then you've got Hannes and Platt all over. Whoa. Mordre is pushing, but it's not going to work when you're putting wheels on the grass, boys. That's just going to slow you down. Dylan, why are you not racing in the cup car? Aren't you supposed to be racing here today? And Ruan, don't tell me you'd be watching. Don't tell me you're watching Formula One. We can't be watching F-boarding. This is a whole lot more fun than F-boarding. Come now. You should be on track. Looking back here from Mordre as he is being hunted down by Mr. Bag, full of excuses, who dropped it from P1 and needing to make it back from P3. Oh, Bago coming in late. Woo, scary. Come on, Bago, make it clean. Don't punt to pass today. Let's see what's he doing. I see Wayne has caught up to Terrence. So Terrence from the Delta looks like Terrence might have made a slight mistake there. Hubert says Ruan is resting for the race later tonight. Oh yes, Ruan is resting because he's an old man. He needs an afternoon nap so that he can race at 8 o'clock on the night. Oh no, Terrence was giving me stick the whole week, telling me, yeah, no, he drives much better than what I drive because he doesn't hit walls. Well, Terrence, sad to say, but Paul the Wall came to collect, and collect he did. So Terrence has dropped to P10 behind Hannes and Henry. Mordre running very wide there. Hopefully that is not giving him track cuts, but they have gotten the gap down to Kruger below a second, but he is defending aggressively against Bago. I would think you would let Bago go so that he can catch up to Kruger, let them fight, which in theory should bring the two of them back to you. Here we go. Let's see what Terrence does. Let's have a look and see. Oh, that's just Terrence, too much loud pedal, no TC, and the Wall said, come to I. He almost gave me little shivers there. Let's see, where is Jude? Jude has made it up to P10. So from P19, Jude's made it all the way to P10. That is, whew, that's the way to go. But there's 2.5 seconds between him and getting to Henry. So yeah, he needs to get a move on. Too much racing and excitement for Ruan. Ruan, you sound like an old man. Shame, man. Life is hard, you know. Here we are, back with Hannes. And he is caught up to Wayne. Oh boy, this now should maybe possibly get quite interesting, because these two boys were having a fight earlier on, but they've let Dancy get away. So Buerta's getting away and pulling away, which is nice for him. But so Hannes needs to now just get that closer. And as we see, Hannes' surname is Van der Sant. Now, we'll always tease Hannes from Pace Motorsport. We always tell him, Hannes, leave the bags of sand at home. When you leave the sand at home, you go that much quicker. We don't need no sandbagging stories here. So Hannes van der Sand, leave the sand at home. The sand, leave the sand at home. Everyone keeps Ruan very busy. Poor Ruan. He seems to be having his hands full. Must be all of the budget that he has to work on to pay for the repairs and put fuel in the farmer's car. Yeah, no, poor Terence there, man. He's been practicing for like 3 weeks straight. That boy's been practicing the cup car. He's been driving nothing else. So sad to see that his race has gone a little bit haywall there. But Hannes is like a freaking ninja right at this stage. He's all over Wayne. Wayne's going to be feeling it. He's going to be sweating very soon, and hopefully he doesn't crack under the pressure. These things just sound so good. Ah, I forgot how nice they sound. And they're spitting these tiny little flames when they're gearing it down. That just looks so cool. They have seemed to have dropped a bit of pace to Henry. Vian Versace doing one of those 360 moves. The sausage curb seems to have caught another one out. These sausage curbs seem to have the Porsche Cup car's number at this stage, because they keep dropping them, or the boys need to start keeping the all four. Oh, Vian, there is a left turn there. He's going to Cape Town via Joburg. Now he will have, is it Gutierrez that's behind him? No. Does it look like it? Whoa, Vian almost hits the Arco barrier. Oh boy, I think Vian is shook all about, unless he's picked up damage. Now he's got Gutierrez all up on him. Oh, there we go. Look in the corner. That was, I'll give it to him. The donut to correct the car. That was fantastic. That looks like a professional donut maker happening right over there. We are back to the front. Claessen's dropped 1.2 seconds. Whoa. Kruger is pulling away 1/10 at a time. Bago is now a second behind Klaassen. Looks maybe a little bit closer, but he's not making inroads. And I fear with 11 minutes to go, these boys are costing themselves a chance at the fight for the win. Mordre needs to let Bago through so that he can chase down Brandon, and they can all three fight as Klaassen lays down the black marks. Blichnout is completely out of this, sitting in P4. He's like in no man's land. He's 6 seconds back, and then there's a further 4 seconds. Wow, Mordre's got that cup car on 2 wheels. Oh my word. Kruger seems to have made a tiny mistake, because Klaassen is only 0.6 behind him now. This could get interesting, unless Kruger just made a mistake and all these boys found a much quicker line through the first sector there. Because Blichnout even dropped. He's now almost 7 seconds behind. Bago running wide, using some track and more, and AstroTurf. I see your sneaky moves there, Bago. I see them. Keeping it tight into the corner here. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Now comes up to the chicane that seems to be biting everyone. Will the three of them survive through here? Yep. Whoa. Oof. Bago sideways, keeping his foot flat, and that absolutely, most certainly, that line might have worked through there, because they bounced, and it looks like Mordre bounced a little bit more than what Bago bounced. So Bago now needs to make this count. He's got 9.5 minutes to go. Bago needs to pull finger, and he needs to get into P2, because with that bouncing, they've given a few tens back to Kruger. I'm sure the gap to Kruger now is probably back up to about a second. 0.8. Okay, close enough. What's happening? Do we see any movement across the grid? No, everyone seems to be stationary. Hunters are still fighting with Wayne. So good on Wayne, still keeping him behind him. These three here in the front, I think this is, whoa, Bago. We've got a little replay. Having a little replay. Whoa, Stain does it. Terrence, and puts a wheel on the grass, and the wall says, come to daddy. And poor Roland was collected and was not given his change. So Roland, just try and bring it home, my man. That cup car is probably going to be a little bit bent. Here we go. Hannes all over Wayne. Oof. Hold it together, Wayne. Whoa. That was almost a replica of what just happened to Roland. Wow, Hannes. His pants must be eating his bum at this stage. And then look in the background, there comes Jude, and Jude is like, yes, boys, you do that. Jude has got him past Platt. So now Jude just needs to get going. Platt has got Ulrich the hammer behind him. Come on, Ulrich. Put the hammer down and show Henry what you have got. Use Thor's hammer and bring that thunder. Let's see what happens. Ulrich is going to swear me after the race. He hates it when I call him Ulrich the hammer. And now he needs to bring the hammer of Thor. Not the 4-pound hammer that he uses to hammer his toes at home. Come on, Ulrich. Put a move for us. That Griffith car absolutely looks fantastic. Ruan, you guys made absolutely awesome looking freaking skins here for these Griffiths cars for the Cup Series. We've got a replay happening. Here we go. What did Ulrich do? Oh, Henry ran off track. And then Henry Platt got back onto circuit. Okay, that's what happened. Is it okay, I get the little broadcast voice telling me it was Ulrich that ran off track. So Ulrich, you now need to pull finger and get back past Platt. Don't be running off circuit, my man. Come on. Jude's 4 seconds behind Van der Sande. Jude's got lots to do. We're back at the front. I wish I had better news. The gap is still 0.8 from P2 to P1. Bago is still like within a sniff of the Panda rear, but he is just not able to get close enough to put an actual clean move on that freaking Pandacity Cup car. I think Bago must be swearing himself. He had a win, probably nice seals delivered, ready to drink a shot of cactus to celebrate, and now he is sitting in P3. So yeah, the boys will need to do something, but Blichnout is losing lots of time. Blichnout lost, he's now another second further. That Bago took a very interesting line through there. I cannot see that that was not a cut. So they've got 6 minutes to go. I don't know if these two boys have got it in them. I think the fight's going to end up being 4P2 between Bago and between Mordre in his Panda Cup car. He's just going to keep wagging that tail at Bago and just drive away from him. The awesome thing about this is, because it's the same cars, if you get a nice drive out of the corner, the slipstream does not seem to be affecting the cars that much. This is an absolutely great view. Here comes Bago. Let's see what Bago does under the brakes. He closes in on him. Who's going to have the better? Oh, Bago's definitely got a better line through there. But little wiggle waggle, he puts wheel on the dirt and he drops back to where he was. The gap now down to from Mordre to Brandon is back to 0.9, basically a second. Jude, something must have happened. Jude has put a lap in and he is now 0.3 of a second off of these boys. He is going to be fighting with Mr. Sandbags himself, Hannes van der Sande and Wayne Ferreira. In the background, you can see Ulrich the Hammer is still looking for a way past Henry Platt. But this is now going to be, as Jude does a sideways Sally run over there. Hannes is going to have to get a move on, otherwise he is in for trouble as Jude does a 4-wheel slidey drifty thingy there in the background again. I don't know if he's trying to show off for these boys and say, look, I'm as quick as you, but I don't go straight, I go sideways through the corners. We got Wayne. Wayne's keeping your eye. To me, at this point in time, Wayne is the drive of race 1 for me, because the way Wayne has put this together, he's fended off his brother, he's fended off Hannes, and now they've got Jude for company. So let's see if Wayne can hold on until for the next, 4 minutes? So what's that? Maybe 3 laps. I reckon we're probably in for 3 laps left of this race. Wayne had a nice chicane there. Hannes did not. Jude's now going to be very close to Hannes. I see in the background that Henry is holding his own against Ulrich. And we're back with the front boys. The gap to P1, P2 is still a second. The gap from P2 to P3 is... Farmer's in the pits. He sadly did not have enough fuel and is needing to put in fuel. The boys are coming up to a back marker, so this might be spicy. If that back marker is not getting out the way, he let Kruger through. Is he helping? What's he doing? I almost thought he was gonna gift Bago P2 there, but he did not. So Jude has gone from 19th and Jude is up to P8. I mean, that is, geez. Okay, so as much as Wayne would deserve drive of the day, I guess Jude might have to say, hold my beer and let me show you. I think we're going to settle this one way. If Jude gets past Wayne, he has 3 minutes to do it in. Let's see. If Jude gets past Wayne, guaranteed he's got drive of the day. If Jude does not get past Wayne, then I think because of Wayne's rookiness, what's happening here? Brandon made a mistake because he has, that was a sneaky punt to pass right over there. Oh no. Oh, here comes Brandon. Bagger will take the inside so that he can have the inside for turn 1, but that was sneaky. I don't think Brandon is going to be very happy with that Pandacity Cup car. That was a bit sneaky. Oh no! They touch! They survive! My heart! I almost thought, here's going. You see, we're into the final 2 laps of the race, and it's argy-bargy. How Baggo survived that. I thought that was sure death. I squealed like a girl. I thought Baggo was murdering Kruger. Oh my. Boys, this is freaking insane. We knew these 3 would have an epic battle. It took a mistake from Baggo to give P1 to Kruger. It took a mistake from Kruger to allow the Pandacity car to be close enough to possibly have done a sneaky punt to pass maneuver. Then you had the ominous gaming cup car giving a side kiss to Baggo and almost murdering Baggo, but they survive. Ugh. Baggo is madness. That car's more sideways than it goes straight. My word. No wonder Baggo is struggling. Here he goes. He's going for it. Is he? No, he thinks again. Oh, no, there we go. I think that just, I think that seals it for Baggo for P3. Wow. That was, I almost thought Baggo was going to spin out there. Baggo was trying just too hard there. So the gap now, I think is about a second between each of them. So P1, 2, 2, 2 from 2, 2, 3. 1 second, 0.7. Yeah, there we go. What is chat says there is still a livery that trumps all. That is the Sarko Ferrari. Yeah, but there's no Ferrari racing here, Dylan. The only liveries racing here is cup cars, and absolutely those Griffiths cars look freaking fantastic. Although, here we go. What's happened? Something's happened. Who's made a mistake? Oh, Jude! Does he hold it? He does not. Hello, Wall. My name is Jude. Oh, no, Jude. Jude drops to P9. Oh, poor Jude. That then settles it. Drive of the day will then go to Wayne Ferrara, or drive of race 1. Let's put it that way. Drive of race 1 goes to Wayne Ferrara. And that is because I say so. Wayne has been under pressure from Hannes. I think we're on the final lap at this stage. Oh, I've run out of, my vocabulary has run out of words to describe the excitement that's going on here. Wayne just needs to hold it together for about another half a lap. The front duo has got about a second in, and I think between the 3 of them, they have settled for 1, 2, and 3. And they will then basically let the incident reports decide the final results of race 1, because I do not think that Ominous Gaming is going to accept that, and I do not think Baggo will accept the side slap. But as it stands, well done P1 race 1 winner to Mordre Klaaser. Excellent drive, well done. Brandon Kruger brings it into P2. Well done. Baggo P3. I think he's not going to be happy with that. He's going to be kicking his own backside. P4, Blichnout. Silent race, but brings it home. Daniel Buerta brings it home in P5 with Wayne holding on. Driver of race 1 takes P6 with Hannes almost. Does he get him? He does not. Hannes almost gets him. Henry Platt in P8. Jude sadly brings it in P9. I think he will be kicking his own bum as well for that one. 10 comes Ulrich the Hammer, the Jager. Then with Mr. Brewers in 11, Terence will be upset with himself, brings it home in P12. And then Mr. Baird, Richard brings it home in P13. Nicely done. His Porsche also looks quite a bit worse for wear, so not too great. Farmer, after doing a stop-go pit stop for some fuel, after borrowing some money there for some fuel to get to the end. Rob Funny here for after getting hose piped. Knows now what poor Muath Musa feels like getting the hose pipe. He will bring it home in P15. With Roland just behind him, bringing it home as our final finisher. P16 as Versace and Gutierrez has already crossed the line. Dylan says that he will sponsor the poor Griffith boy there, Mr. Farmer. He will sponsor him a whole tank of gas. Well, Dylan, I think he just needs a quarter of a tank, not a full tank. But what a race one that was. I think the boys are going to be fighting with each other. There will be no qualifying going into race 2. We go straight from race 1 into race 2, so the grid resets back to the start of what it was for race 1. And then this race, if I'm not mistaken, will be a 20-minute race. So it's a 5-minute shorter race. I think that's just going to add a bit more to the craziness of it, because you now have even less time to get to the car in front. So the aggressiveness, I think race 1 was 100%. It's now going to be 150%. Ruan says he will siphon some gas from one of the GT3s and give it to Farmer so he can put it in his cup car. Fantastic. Man, boys, catch your breath. That was wow. I mean, firstly, P1, 2 and 3, I mean, it's great to see the result, even though I would assume that the final result will be declared in the steward's room. However, it was still good racing. It wasn't any crazy stuff that went down. There was some great close racing over there. And then to me, just the fact that Jude went from P19, worked his way up to P8, I think, in the end, and then dropped it to finish where he did. I mean, that could have been the driver of the day there for him. But in my mind, Wayne Ferreira, I think the boy's been on ACC for about 2 months now. I think max 3 months. That is a fantastic result. So clearly, the cars with the less aids are helping the rookie, because he doesn't know better. So he doesn't know there's better traction. He doesn't know there's better braking. So he's just driving this car and enjoying it. And I mean, that is a well-deserved result for him. Danny Buerta bringing it home in P5. I mean, that was a solid drive from Danny. Hannes needs to take out some more of those sandbags and see if he can up one and get past Wayne, one of the Ferreira boys this time round. And then Blichnout, I think he probably had the most boring race out of everyone. The start happened, 3-4 seconds gap, and he gradually just fell back to about 9 seconds, and the gap behind him, no one was threatening him or anything. So I mean, that is crazy to think that is how that went down. All right, we are just about ready to get going for race 2, 20-minute sprint race at Imola. So reset the brains, fix the cars, repair them. Note to Farmer, put in enough fuel. Everything resets. Grid is back to Bago in P1, OG Kruger P2, Panda Klaassen P3. Let's see how those 3 go. Then, will Blichnout in P4, will he be able to... Dylan, it's all right, because where we're sitting with the comms, it's in the The MSA chats. I don't know how to give you the permissions there. I don't think I have permissions to give you permissions. It's all good. I shall entertain myself. I will find a beer though before the grid is done. So we got Blichner, then it's Buerta again, Wayne Ferreira, then it's Jason Farmer with a half a tank of gas instead of a quarter. Terence Ferreira, then we've got Hannes van der Sant, then we've got Henry Platt, then we will have Ulrich de Jager, so Mr. Hammer himself. Then we will have, after Ulrich, we got Brewers, Bird, Van der Heever, Gutierrez, Jude sadly again right there at the back, and then Visagie. As we start rolling and get ready, give me 5 seconds, I'm sprinting for my beer. I'm back. Note to self. Ooh, someone's left. We're down to 17. Stan Besaidenote has left. I just ran into the cupboard while running to the fridge, boys. Now I'm commentating with an injury. And it's the left arm. Now how am I going to drink my beer? Oh boy. The boys are getting ready. We are double stacked. We are getting ready to go green. Let's see. We had a clean start in race 1. Will we have a clean start in race 2? And away we go. This time, Bago again gets the whole shot. Kruger, P2, Panda looking where he can go. Oh, almost touching there. Brandon's run off. There's touching, lots of touching. Oh no. Claessen's in the wall. Oh no, his race has ended before it's begun. There was absolutely, something happened there because the boys, I don't know, Brandon ran wide. Oh man, that's just sad to see. Oh, we've got Brandon P1, then Bago, then Blichnout, Farmer's in P4. Wayne's in P5, Danny's P6, Terence, whoa, there's a tank slapper in the background. I think that's Richard Beard, or was that Vian Visagie? That's Vian Visagie there. Oh no. I said it. Race 1 was way too tame, and race 2, before we even get 3 quarters around the track, it is absolute chaos. Watch how Terence screws up. Tell us about it, Johnny. Tell us about it. Jude's up to P10 from second last on the grid. Holy smokes. But look where he's at. He's right behind Hannes van der Sant. So Hannes is going to have his hands full here with Terence. Terence is on the inside. Is he going to squeeze him? Woo! Hold your breath. He's lined him up perfectly. He's going to try and hold it, but Jude's got the inside. Move done. And he can set after the boys ahead of him. Wayne has got a whole group of cars behind him. Wayne's got Farmer behind him. Farmer must have made a mistake. This is a big group. Wayne must be heaving a lot. Farmer goes for the inside. Oh no, who's sticking it in there? 13. Danny, he's fighting. Terence has fallen back. Terence has spun. Johnny, you were right. Terence screwed it up again. Wayne's sweating balls. I like that. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me catch my breath. Okay. Whoa, Bago's done for it. So, don't do that. Oh, Bago hits the wall. More damage. Oh no, Bago. Jude's up to peace. Oh no! There goes Henry. Henry's in the wall. Oh, that's a sudden stop. That's death right there. Oh my word, guys. 17 minutes in the race and half the grid is dead. Oh, it feels like it. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at the action. Start. What happened? Bago and Brandon touches. Mordrake goes for it. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Oh, that's just so unlucky right there. Back to the live action. This is turning out to be interesting. Absolutely. This is just absolutely fantastic racing, man. Hey, Kruger now is leading by 2.5 seconds. Sadly, both his championship rivals were taken out on lap 1. Well, Bago took himself out on lap 2. Blichnote P2, 2 seconds behind. Farmer in P3, 4.5 seconds behind. I had to mute myself. Daughter's here getting excited because why is daddy getting excited? Alright, so Farmer is up to P3. Wayne is in P4. My word. This is fantastic. Wayne is P4, but he has Jude that will be hunting him down. Jude is in P5. Danny is P6 with Hannes in P7. So let's just get her sorted, then I can focus back on us again, boys. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens to Bago. Let's see. All looks good. Let me guess. Wheel on the grass. Man, I almost thought he saved that. I really thought that Bago saved that. Alright, back to the live action. Farmer is past Wayne, so Wayne is behind Farmer. Jude's chasing them down. Hannes is in front of De Jager. Claessens is in the pits. Bird is into P8. Terrence is P9 after his turn 1 spin. He's about to line up Richard Bird here for an overtake. Will he go for the dive? No, he does not. Then behind them, they've got Rob van der Heever chasing them down. Then it's Brewers, Bago in P12, Gutierrez P13, Platt 14, 15 is Versace, and Claessens after fixing the car P16. Mr. Wall, how are you doing? Still slightly upset I couldn't drive in this. Yeah, man, it's one of those things. There is more touching than a bubble wrap convention. Yeah, look, Dylan, race 1 was tamed. I mean, just reduced the race by 5 minutes and absolute chaos ensues. We said the boys would turn up the wick when it came to the aggressiveness, and it is insane. Terrence is Richard's bouncing over the curbs. Terrence is having a look. Where's Terrence going to go? Ooh, Terrence is going to line him up for a dive up the inside. There he goes. Will he hold it? Richard, does he do the cutback to go underneath? No, he does not. Terrence has... Whoa, Richard is going for the cutback down the wide side. Oh boy. Ren mist-turned on fast. Yeah, absolutely. Terrence is up to P8. That's nicely done, Terrence, but you are far being outdone by your brother. Wayne is in P4. Like, Terrence needs to shift a gear and get a move on if he is to have bragging rights after this one. Back into a replay. Let's see what happens. Whoa, whoa. Save. Wow. What a... That's actually a very nice slide. Really not too shabby. Terrence almost puts it in the wall, but he somehow saves the bouncing cup car from putting it in the wall. Kruger is P1, but he's like almost 4 seconds up the road. Holy smokes. Bago's obviously, he's on a fight back, so Bago's in P11. He's got Rob and Richard ahead of him. So he needs to, because remember, every point counts. Every single point counts. You never know what it will happen going further down in the championship. And because, got to keep in mind, it's 2 races, so you score half points race 1, you score half points race 2 to give you your full points for round 2. So therefore, in theory, having a bad second race is not going to bite as hard here as what a bad race would do in a longer race, which is every second round. All right, Bago's lining up. Bago just comes in so quick under the brakes. Bago's going to probably, is he going to dive? He's not close enough. Will he do that? Almost runs into the back of him. Will you do the undercut on Rob? No, he's not able to do the undercut. Rob's moving slightly across to defend the inside. Will Bago fake to the left, go for the right? Oh, Bago's going up the inside. I think Rob's realized that guy is just too quick. Give it to him, let him go, let him leave me alone. I've got my own race to race over here. Terrence is caught up to... Jude is caught up to Terrence. Jude has squeezed Terrence wide. That's a track cut for sure. Let's see what happens. This is a fight for P5 and P4. No, that's not Terrence. My bad. That's Wayne. Wayne is fighting with Jude. Ha! Because I was going to say, that's not Terrence. That's Farmer in P3. So here we go. Jude is having a look. He's looking every which way to try and get past Wayne. Wayne is having a fantastic race here at Imola. I mean, that's just fantastic. Jude's definitely, I think, had a bit of a bad exit. Bago's busy sizing up Richard already. Jeez, Bago's flying. Richard, I don't think is going to fight Bago too much on this one. He's just going to let Bago go. So he's not in the fight with Bago. If we look at... Oh, they touch. Touch. Why, Richard? Why? Where did Richard go? Richard's doing donuts in the gravel. Oh, no, Richard. Jude is having a look at Wayne still. There's 10 minutes to go, boys. 10 minutes left in this race. No wonder these oaks are making moves. Brandon is running away in front. Blichnout has been gifted a P2 here, where I thought he would probably be a secured P4. He's been gifted a P2, just needs to keep it together. Henry's having a good dice here. Hold on. Now, did Platt have a mistake that he's that far back? Or is that just where he is? His car looks like it's been duffed up a little bit. Claassen says his internet died. Oh no, Claassen. That is not that. That just sucks. Yeah, Henry's now sitting in P12. Oh, there goes Brewers. Runs wide. Holds it together though. Nicely done there, Brewers, for keeping it together. Richard says thank you very much. He's diving down the inside. Richard's got the inside. Takes the position. Says thank you and see you later. Brandon, lonely drive in P1. So, if we have a look at it, it's Ominous Gaming 1 and 2, if I'm correct. Johan Blichnout is in P2. Then we've got Farmer in P3. That's like 5. Whoa, Vihan is doing more donuts. He's doing donuts because, I mean, who doesn't like doing donuts? But now's not the time for donuts. Farmer hopefully has enough fuel this time, is in P3. Well, the race is short about 5 minutes, so he did not need as much. So he didn't need to go borrow that much from the GT3. Jude still doing his wiggy waggy there in the background, trying to get past Wayne. Wayne is holding his own. I mean, this guy, this is just, I mean, Terrence is not going to hear the end of this until the next round. Wayne is absolutely driving like a beast. I mean, Jude is one of the top 5, top 6 boys here on the Cup cars, and Jude is having a hard time catching up to him, whether it be self-inflicted or not. I mean, he's just struggling to get to Wayne to be able to pass him. Then we've got Hannes in the background that's kind of just cruising on his own, and we're on a replay, and... what did you do? Ooh, Jude did a Bago, but he saves it. Jude almost did a Terrence and a Bago, but he said, oh my word. Oh, Jude. Who said the Cup cars are easy to drive? Farmer topped up just in case. Yeah, look, I was there. put in 5 laps extra just to be safe. Well, with 7 minutes to go, 7.5 minutes to go, Hannes P6. He's kind of having a lonely race after having quite an entertaining race 1. He does have Ulrich the Hammer behind him, but I don't know if Ulrich will be able to catch up to him. He's about 1.8 seconds behind him. Jude off track. Oh no, Jude. Self-inflicted. Carry on. More off-track excursions for Jude. He does not want to fight for that P3 position with Farmer. He seems to be wanting to be content with P5 here. Come on, Jude. You sliced and diced through the field to get here. Now is the time to make it easy. They are easy to drive. Driving them fast is the challenge. I think you've got a point there, Dylan. Driving these cars are absolutely, it's a blast. But yes, driving them quick, a whole different story. Henry is sizing up Rob here. Rob with his flaming Griffith car. Wow, did he just gift? Did he just gift him that? Oh boy. So one of the boys are off track again. Oh, I hear they whisper, Jude has gone off track again. Oh no, Jude. Jude has fallen behind. He's now fallen behind Hannes. Oh my word, Jude. You gotta breathe. Breathe. Keep it together and breathe. Now you gotta do all that hard work in 6 minutes to get past Hannes again, just to get back to P5. And he's got Ulrich that's behind him now. Oh, fun. Bago's still in P9 after, with his recovery drive, trying to catch up to Terence. Jude needs to calm down, make these last 6 minutes count. Otherwise, this is not going to be a very good result for him. What did he do? Let's see what Jude did. Oh my word. He bounced and then, whoa. That cup car was like a bucking bronco trying to, as they say in Fast and Furious, he tried to ejecto cito, and Jude was hanging onto the steering wheel for dear life. My word, how he kept that out of the wall and not sliding across the track to murder someone is fantastic. But now he's got to calm down, and he's got to try and get back past Hannes. At least get back to P5. These guys are making me drink. I am stressing so much for the way that they are driving. But it is fantastic to see. This has been an epic race. Again, Bago doing the four-wheel slidey, drifty thingy there. He's showing Terence, this is how you drive a cup car, Terence. Oh, Jude is up the inside on Hannes, and he takes it. At the chicane. Will he bounce good? Good bounce, bad. I think Jude's done something to his setup, because that Porsche is more sideways than it is going in a straight line. Maybe that is how you drive it quick, but it sure is definitely a recipe for dying quite quick. Mr. Gamble, welcome to the show. How are you doing? There's 4 minutes left in the race. Jude is in front of Hannes. Then you've got Ulrich the Hammer just behind them. So if Ulrich wants any say in this, he's 0.8 behind Hannes. He needs to use the Hammer of Thor as Hannes goes for the outside. Jude is holding the inside. Ooh, they almost touch. Is Hannes going to run wide? Hannes runs a bit wide. This should line it up for Ulrich. Ulrich needs to use the Hammer. Do the cutback. Get back down the inside. Does he have the momentum? No, he does not. Hannes lives to drive another day. Here we go, into the hairpin. Hannes goes defensive. This should give Ulrich the run up to the corner if he's able to cut it back. No, he does not. Man, 3.5 minutes ago, and in the background you've got Bago that's all over Terence like a bad rash. I don't know if Terence is going to have the nerve to hold Hannes. No, Hannes is just going to do, whoop, no. Terence says, no, you will not dive me down the inside over here. Hannes, Bago again, looking at the outside. Is he going to do old switch back? Going left, going right, cuts back left. Oh, there we go. He's got it because Terence ran wide. Terence is going to squeeze him. Terence is squeezing Bago. Oh, they're going to touch. They're going to hold it side by side. Woo, someone's going to cry. And Terence is the one that will do the crying. Oh, Terence. You have all the bad luck in this round. That was fantastic. Finally, we see someone that tries a too wide into the chicane and it does not work. Ay, Terence. Terence is not going to hear the end of it. Wayne is going to have his number. Wayne is much closer to Farmer with 2.5 minutes to go. Is Farmer fuel saving again? We get to the end. Farmer runs wide. Ooh, little mistakes here and there. In the background, I see Jude Who's Jude? Oh, that's a back marker. Jude's got him past. I think that's Vian that's being lapped at this stage. Jude's in P5. Brandon is 6 seconds away from P2. Blichnote is 8 seconds ahead of Farmer. Farmer's got Wayne for company, 0.5 behind. Then you've got Jude. Then you've got Hannes. Then you've got Diache. And then you got Bago. So I don't think Bago will make up enough time to get past them there. Then you've got Henry. Henry is now fighting with Terence after Terence's little escapades over at the chicane. Will Henry be able to do anything on this, I assume, second last lap? Oh no! What did Wayne do? Did Wayne go for a move there? Wayne almost looked like he lost it, but he's not lost too much time as Henry is sizing up. Henry, that's a copy-paste from what Bago did. Is he going to square? No, he's not going to put it in. Almost thought we might have a copycat replay just happening right here, but no. Henry does not go for the inside like Bago did. Let's see. Oh, Vian goes straight on. Again, misses his braking marker and doesn't make the corner. Will Henry... Oh, Henry, keep it together. He is so close. And now he compromised his exit out of the final corner, which should help Terence so that Henry is not able to get alongside him for turn 1. Let's see. Wow. Henry... Oh. That was so close. I almost thought Henry's going to park his cup car inside the other cup car, and we're going to have a new 994 is what we will call it. This is so intense. Henry is looking left, he's looking right. He's just not able to find a way past. Terence finally showing us how he should be driving. This is what we expected from Terence from the word go. Brandon is heading on his way to his second win of the season. He again just absolutely class of the field, bringing this home out of the final corner, flashing his lights, weaving about. He could probably put the ignition off and just coast across the finish line. That's how far ahead he is. 7 seconds ahead. Well done to Brandon Kruger, almost hitting the wall there. Takes win number 2 of the season. Blichnote coming through for a great second place, bringing in that point, that situation of first. If you want to finish first, you got to finish as Farmer gets a podium. Well done on P3, surviving the comeback from Wayne there in P4 and having enough fuel to do so. Well done, boys. P3 and P4 there as Jude brings it home. P5, Hannes van der Sand. P6, Ulrich de Jager. P7, and Bago P8, great recovery, and these two are side by side going to the finish line. Terence is just going to get it. Yeah, Terence gets it again. We have a finish with 0.1. Oh my smokes. That is insane. Richard, after all of his shenanigans taking place, bringing it home in P10. Vian Brewers bringing it home 11. Rob van der Heever P12. Gutierrez will finish out in P13 with Versace that's already crossed the line. Vian finishing in P14. So Gutierrez, well done for just completing the race, bringing it home. So yeah, absolutely fantastic racing from everyone here. This is what we want to see, or like to see. Nothing more, nothing less. So, well done to the guys for finishing on the podium. That is what we like to see. Now, let's see if we can pull some of the boys. Oh boy, let's go and see if they will join us in the com box. Then we can have a quick chat to them. Let me just go and call them up and see if they will join us here. Let's just see. So, we obviously have Mr. Kruger to the box, Mr. Farmer to the box, and Mr. Blichnote to the box, to the comms box. Please, boys. All right, here we go. Let's see if they are sitting there. Let me just jump across here to the commentary box. Let's, I forgot we had to do the comms here in the commentary box. That's so fun. This is what happens when I have to run the show by myself and I don't have senior people here. You know, the poor broadcasting people, they have to deal with me in that sense. Let's see what the boys are saying. Are they coming to join? Okay, let's see who has joined. No, there we go. Brandon is here. Christian, Mr. Deploy, is in the box. He's our broadcast guru in the background. There we go. Hello, Brandon.
How's it, Paul? How's it, Christian?
My man, well done on the win. I mean, that was, I think race 1 was entertaining. And then, I don't know, did you boys decide to say, okay, everyone hold a cactus and you Oaks just, what a race 2?
No, I just thought, race 1, I thought I had it too easy in the Sarko race with no bob. So I thought, hey, let me throw in 45 minutes of fuel and let's see how good these guys are. As you can see by the 8/10 difference in fast lap times, not that good. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I made a huge blunder. I thought we were just doing one single race, and yeah, that's on me. So I threw in way too much fuel, and my braking zones were way too extended. I was so nervous the whole time. But race 1 was a lot of fun. The three of us kept it very close and as clean as can be.
Yeah, no, look, I must say, race 1 was absolutely fantastic. A little bit of argy-bargy here and there, but I mean, that's come to expect when you boys are racing so close together, but it was good. Race 2, sadly, at the exit of turn 2, I think you went across the sausage. You and Bago had a bit of a touch, and you went across the sausage. And I mean, 3 and 2 1 just doesn't work. And poor Mordre, he got the slap and tickle, and he visited the wall. And that was kind of all she wrote. And that ended it with Bago, just a few corners later, decides to go and murder himself.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look back at, I think, turn 1 or the left turn, whatever the first section is. It did seem like I gave enough space. I don't know if Bago just got launched off of the curbs into me, because then I had to take evasive action. I had to go cut across on the right-hander. And then, yeah, all three of us were just in there. I was like begging and praying and hoping that if I take it wide enough, nothing will happen to me. Fortunately, that was the case. And yeah, a lap later, I cooked it in on the brakes. I think Bago was eager to stay on me. So I cooked it going into the chicane. And like I tried my best to slow it down and get through. And then Bago unfortunately just hooked it on the outside curb by the dust, by the gravel. And that just sent him into the wall then, ended his race. So yeah, we both nearly took ourselves out with that corner. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. The 2 sprint races were awesome. The track is awesome. And the car is awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, well done on that. And then I guess we'll see you at the next one.
Yes, of course.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul. Cheers.
Okay, let's pull in Mr. Blichnout. There we go. Johan, welcome to the stream. Take yourself off of mute there.
Hello, Paul. What's up?
How was that racing? Race 1, race 2. Race 1, I think did you like autopilot fall asleep there for race 1?
No, we didn't check the time that the races were, and so we had 50 minutes of fuel. I showed actually I had extra fuel. Brandon was just zooming with the fast guys with less fuel.
Okay.
But at least I was the fastest of the non-podium runners.
Yeah, there we go, man. I mean, if you make such a mistake and you can still finish top 5, I mean, that's one way to do it. Race 2, I mean, I was expecting a big battle, and then 2 of the top 4 just decides to go and self-destruct. So sadly, they left the show early, and you kind of just got left there to again cruise around and collect the points and bring home a well-deserved P2 there. So well done, man. Yeah, take us through. What were you thinking while driving around for 20 minutes?
I'm just happy those guys took themselves out. Make it easy for me. I don't have the pace to stay with them. I'm not familiar with the cup car. But yeah, Brandon just said now he's making mistakes. It's like, at least I get to see you each few laps again, so you can't drive into the sunset.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Johan. That was great to have you. Great result, P4, P2. I mean, that's gonna help you in the long run. So yeah, off to round 3 in a couple of weeks' time. Maybe kick your teammate's butt there and tell him to tell you how to go quick in that car. You know, share the secrets. You know, so that you can go, so you can be there with those front 3 and kick some butt.
Yeah, he did, but I'm too scared. Baby steps.
There we go. All right, Johan. Thank you very much, man. See you in the next round. Cheers, man.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Now we have Mr. Farmer. Welcome.
Hello.
So, Jason, firstly, you know, did you have to go make a quickie loan there at the Griffith boys so that they can give you some extra fuel so that you can at least race 2? Because it seems like you were a bit budget constrained there and you ran out of fuel in the race 1, according to your teammates.
Yeah, that was terrible. I realized like 3 laps in that I actually didn't load the correct fuel. I was 2 laps short. So I was trying to fuel save a little bit through the race, but yeah, it's too much to be able to save up in a short period. So yeah, bit of a mess up, but yeah, it was fun though, nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, race 1, what a way to change your fortunes. You know, race 1 had to put, you know, got a half decent result, and then race 2, I mean, drive to survive, just stay on track, stay out of trouble, have enough fuel, and look what you do, you put it on the podium. So I mean, well done, P3. You know, that's the way to finish off a sprint race.
Yeah, awesome, thanks a lot. It was a good battle from Ferreira behind, especially first couple laps he was putting on the pressure, and then yeah, towards the end I think I was just getting a bit nervous with the car, and yeah, he was really catching me at a pace, so it was a good drive by him as well. But yeah, pretty stoked. Awesome race.
No, awesome, man. Well, thank you very much, and then we will see you at the next one. So make sure that you start the crowdfund early on to make sure you've got enough fuel, because it is a long race, no sprint races for the next one, so you will need a little bit more to get to the end.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks very much, Jason. Well done there on the podium once again.
Sweet. Thanks a lot, gents.
All right, guys. Well, that is it from myself here at the LNR headquarters at Paul the Wall's house. And thanks to our great broadcasting team there over from the Genesis boys. Thank you. And then to our sponsors, of course, Simulator Cave, Flick Floy, LM Solutions. So thank you to all of you guys, and of course none of this would be possible, would be able to be done without the sanctioning from Motorsport South Africa. So thanks for that. And then of course, see you guys round 3. We are at Bathurst on the 18th of May. The little birdie has been whispering that not only will it be the great force of the mountain, but most possibly we will be swimming. So let's see what will happen in 3 weeks' time. So thank you, everyone. Well, more than 3 weeks, 4 weeks' time. 4 weeks' time, we will see you again. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks to the guys on the stream. It was fantastic to have you all here, and see you next time. Here we go. Cheerio, boys.